start.
Good.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Yorktown Central School District Board of Education meeting for August 27, 2018. Can I have a motion to go into executive session for the matters pertaining of the employment history of particular individuals and contractual negotiations?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion to go back into public session?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Good evening. Welcome to the Yorktown Central School District Board of Education meeting for August 27, 2018. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance that will be followed by a moment of silence for armed forces, those in our community who have lost loved ones, especially remember the mother of Jeanette Mortimucci and Senator John McCain.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have public comment. Anybody wishing to speak on agenda-related items? No. So we can go right to the superintendent's report. Ron?
Okay, it has been quite a busy summer for us. We had a very busy hiring season. We hired, we'll be recommending to you this evening, 2 assistant principals, one for Mildred E. Strang Middle School and one for Yorktown High School. It's wonderful that we're joined by Vicki Garrett, who is the candidate for Yorktown High School. I believe I saw Michelle Copeland a moment ago, and she may have stepped out to go in with Marie for a moment. We're hiring some wonderful teachers to join our already outstanding faculty. We have Amanda Mirabella here for Yorktown High School English. We have Dr. Marilyn Walker here, and she'll be working in our special education department at Yorktown High School. We welcome them here this evening. We've hired myriad clerical, custodial, and CTA/TA positions, social workers, and classroom teachers. Our facilities are sparkling. Mr. Verbois and his team have done a magnificent job this summer in preparing our facilities for the arrival of faculty, staff, and students. The Brookside parking lot is in its final stages of construction. Those visiting our campus at the high school will notice that there has been a great work of clearing done into the commuter lot, improve our sight lines, also the ABA classroom at the middle school, and just routine maintenance and upkeep of our physical plant has taken place. A great deal of professional development under the direction of Mrs. O'Shea has taken place throughout the district. It was wonderful to see our teachers coming together for professional development, for curriculum writing, curriculum development, learning about some of the new programs that we'll be introducing into our school. And I'm pleased to share that we are almost there on outfitting our entire bus fleet with security cameras. It's something, if you recall, in the spring that we piloted, and I'll be sharing more information on that. It was such a wonderful pilot. What we noticed with our students was remarkable, and we look forward to seeing that continue for all of our students. And I am looking forward to this. Today we held our administrators retreat at the library at Yorktown High School. Tomorrow we'll be holding our new teacher orientation as well as new student orientation in several buildings throughout the district. Wednesday is opening day. We welcome back our faculty and staff. Thursday is another professional development day. And Tuesday, the moment we've been waiting for. I feel like a child waiting for his parents to wake up to unwrap the Christmas presents. Our students return, the best part of what we do. So we're looking forward to welcoming our students back this Tuesday, a week from tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. And the board did a walkthrough tonight of the high school and middle school so far. We have the other 3 buildings tomorrow, but beautiful, nice and clean. You can see all the hard work that they have gone on all summer, so we thank our custodial staff for that. So we're going to go up to board reports. We're going to start with Audit Committee. Reshmi?
So the audit committee has a meeting coming up in a few weeks to meet with our internal auditors to talk about the extra classroom funds. And we're trying to schedule a meeting with our external auditors for probably sometime in October to go over the draft of their intensive review. So that's their year-end review. So that has not been scheduled yet, but it'll be sometime October. Anything else, Tom, to add to that?
That's it. Okay. Fiscal Advisory, Mike?
Fiscal Advisory Committee has not met since our last board meeting. We usually don't reconvene a meeting until we begin the budget process sometime in October, unless anybody has anything they need to discuss ahead of time. But I'll rely on Tom for some starting points on that when we get closer to it.
Terrific. Thank you. Policy? Cheryl?
The policy committee met in July. We have 4 policies on the agenda for tonight for our board to take a look at, and we'll be meeting again September 13th. So we'll be just continuing right along, and we'll have another update then.
Okay. And steering committee, met a couple of times this summer. Mostly we've been doing construction meetings for the Brookside parking lot. Our plans for the work for the Capital Reserve Fund, the first set of documents are supposed to go up to SED this fall, and then we will be looking to bid them. I know Dennis was doing some walkthroughs with the architects for door hardware and stuff like that, so they're working hard to get. We have 2 phases of the project going up this year. The first project will go up soon in the fall, and the next one will hopefully follow not too long after that. So hopefully we'll start. The goal is to maybe start this summer on some of the work. If not, maybe we can get some in earlier, we don't know. So that's where we stand with steering. All right, we have board action items. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes for the July 9th, 2018 meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A motion to approve the treasurer's report for June 2008?
So moved.
Second.
18.
18, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit behind
all
the
right.
times. I want to be 10 years younger.
We did that one, right?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Claims audit report, a motion to approve the claims audit report for June and July of 2018.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? A motion to approve the extra classroom activity report for June and July of 2018.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We have first reads on the following policies. We have the 4321.4R independent evaluation regulation, 4321.8 the impartial hearing officer, 5422R with regulation for lice, and 5320 student conduct on school buses. Did anybody have any questions on any of those policies?
I actually did. On
Okay.
the school bus, we put a cross-reference at the bottom to cameras, but what are we cross-referencing?
There was a camera policy that the board established during the
Okay.
spring, I believe, of last school year.
So shouldn't that be numbered?
It will be.
Yes, it will.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good.
That's it?
Yep.
That was easy.
Yeah.
All those, oh, we don't even have not even a motion. Okay, we're up to personnel. So upon recommendation of the superintendent, a motion that the following be approved. Under certified personnel, we have appointments, and there's 2 I want to pull out first, and then we'll go on to the rest. We have Michelle Copeland, assistant principal at the middle school, and Victoria Garrett, assistant principal at the high school. So can I have a motion for those?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? With the balance of the certified personnel, we have summer curriculum hours for new teachers, part-time academic intervention teachers, regular substitute appointments, teaching assistant change in hours, additions to the substitute list, teaching stipends, other compensation. We have additional coaches for the fall. We have coach volunteer, and we have several resignations. Under classified personnel, we have appointments, corrections to the civil service list, the stipends that are district funded, stipends that are non-district funded, a permanent appointment, addition to the substitute list, police officer monitors, resignations, and a resignation for the purpose of retirement.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ron, did you want to speak?
Just congratulations again. I appreciate those who showed up. I believe Michelle Copeland walked in after we announced her. So Michelle, stand up just to be
Do you want to
recognized.
bring them all up?
Why don't you all come
You got
on
all
up?
of them, bring them all up.
Amanda and Marilyn, you're welcome to come up as well.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Michelle. Well done. Michelle. Dr. Walker, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Amanda. Well done.
Congratulations, great job.
Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Reynolds. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Lisa Roll. Nice to meet you.
Cheryl, welcome.
Okay. Did you want to say anything? Or you good?
No, I think I said my comments.
All right, perfect. All right. Business office. Business office. Air conditioning services, resolved upon recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education of the Yorktown Central School District hereby accepts the bid submission form from Thermodynamics Corp. as the lowest responsive bidder for air conditioning maintenance services, a total annual cost for the 18-19 school year not to exceed a base contract amount of $19,200.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We have allowance disbursements. Motion to approve the following for DeRosa Sports Construction. We have 3 different disbursements.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Tom, do you want to talk about these? Do you mind?
Sure. The first 2 are allowance disbursements, were within the original scope of the budget of the project, which were additional costs for unsuitable soil and so forth. The second was a change order to install a pathway to the front door from the playground area and to reconstitute the playground area itself to make it more safe and to put it on grade with the new parking lot area.
Terrific. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I had no ayes. We okay?
Aye.
Everybody okay with it? All right. A motion to approve the lease agreement between the Yorktown Central School District and the Northern Westchester Putnam Teacher Center for space at French Hill for the 18-19 school year.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Deputy Claims Auditor, resolved upon recommendation of the Superintendent, the Board of Education appoints Mr. John A. Beltramo, CPA, as Deputy Claims Auditor for the period of July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2019, at an hourly rate not to exceed $100 an hour. The Board President is hereby authorized to execute a direct agreement with Mr. Beltramo pending District Council review.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A motion to approve the 18-19 agreement with Keith Baker for videography services at a rate of $38 an hour, not to exceed $9,000 for the 18-19 school year.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, Keith. Health and welfare. A motion to approve the following contracts for health and welfare services provided to resident pupils attending non-public schools in other districts for the 17-18 school year.
So moved?
Second.
Discussion, can we just understand, we have, why these are 17, 18? So can we just explain why they're done a year in arrears?
Sure. Some school districts are not as quick to get contracts to us, but it is a formality that we have to go through and have an obligation to pay. Even if we got this request 2 years after the services were delivered, we still have the obligation to pay.
Right, but would we ever pay them during the school year that they were incurred, or would we make sure that the school year ended before they were incurred?
Yes.
So this is actually on time for them, then?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I just had to get that clear. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And NYSER, a motion to approve the QBE Student Accident Insurance Plan with NYSER for the 18-19 school year in a premium amount of $30,552.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Budget transfers. A motion to approve the following budget transfers. They are all listed below.
So moved?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? National Cooperative Purchasing Alliance, whereas the Yorktown Central School District, pursuant to the authority granted in General Municipal Law, Section 10316, desires to participate in the NCPA, and whereas Section 103 of the Municipal Law permits the school district to make purchases of apparatus, materials, equipment, or supplies, blah, 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 to the end. I'm just not going to read it.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion. Tom, how many does this make?
This is our 6th, and the one you're going to do right after this would be our 7th. But I do have to say, it's working out remarkably well.
So we have purchased a lot through these agreements?
Yes.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so whereas, can I have a motion to approve the purchasing agreement with TIPS USA?
So moved. Discussion.
Go ahead.
Tom, just to elaborate on that a little bit, if you don't mind, the rationale behind having 7 different purchasing contracts is that they focus on different things? Why would we need all of
A
them?
lot of them overlap, actually. We're able to pit one cooperative against the other for the best pricing. The benefit to us as a school district is that all of the requirements for, say, for public works projects and the required minimum payments to those contractors have all been vetted. All the insurance has been vetted, all of those things through the cooperative. And typically, these things are regional in nature, and they have to be done through a lead educational agency, whether it's here or in Texas or Tennessee, wherever these things reside, and they're usually nationwide. So they benefit us from a number of standpoints, and they also allow us to target vendors that have a significant presence in our technology arena here within the school district. So it's got a lot of different layers to it, but we're finding that it's proving to be extremely efficient to have multiple cooperatives available to us.
Can I just ask what the process is in terms of if we know we need something, who's actually figuring out where to get it?
So it would depend
who's
on
doing
what
that
those,
work?
it would depend on what those things are. But let's take a piece of technology, which would come out of the technology office. The director of technology would look for a particular piece of technology and then search these cooperatives for who has the technology and at what price. And we are, through one of these cooperatives, the USA Communities Cooperative, which comes to us by virtue of a recommendation of the New York State School Boards Association, by the way, we're able to access the Amazon platform, which is going to open up an entirely new world of purchasing for us, and it's coming very soon. We're going to roll out a piece of that as Dr. Hatter attended our first meeting a couple of months ago. So there's all big changes.
So that Amazon platform that opens up through a purchasing agreement helps us with the purchase order and the being able to buy it, where the auditors looked down on that and said that some of that was...
Yes, and interestingly enough, things like Home Depot and a couple of other things that the state's auditors said we shouldn't be doing. We're doing them through a cooperative in the same manner, and now
it's good.
Now it satisfies them. So
Okay,
it's got many layers to it that we're pleased with.
terrific. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I
first.
Second.
Sorry. Resolved upon recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education for the Yorktown Central School District hereby accepts the proposals submitted by Management Advisory Group Business Operations for the payroll processing services for the period July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Manpower, resolved upon recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby accepts the proposal submitted by Manpower for campus greeter and monitor services for the July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2019 school year.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're into curriculum. Be it resolved, the Board of Education makes the following appointments for the 18-19 school year. We have McKinney-Vento Liaison, which is Teresa Murdoch, and our YHS Building Coordinator, Dignity for All Students, is Justine Roberto.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby ratifies the execution by the Board President and the Superintendent of Schools for the 17-18 APPR Implementation Certification Form and its annual professional performance review for the classroom teachers and building principals covered pursuant to Education Law 3012D and Subpart 33 of the Rules of the Board of Regents.
So moved.
Second.
All the,
Discussion.
go ahead.
Ron, can you just elaborate on what that means, please? Sorry. Please.
So basically, what you're asked to do at this point is to allow Ron and Jackie the opportunity to approve, to ratify that we did in fact carry out the APPR regulations as written and as well as in accordance with our New York State approved plan for our evaluations for our teachers and principals.
Okay?
Good.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A hardship waiver. Be it resolved that the Board of Education President is hereby authorized to sign the signature page for the submission of the independent evaluator hardship waiver application for the district's Education Law 3012D APPR plan to the State Education Department for the 18-19 school year. A copy of said application shall be incorporated by reference in the minutes of this meeting.
So moved.
Second.
This is actually the one I meant to.
This is the, can you want to, discussion elaborate?
This is the one I asked for elaboration on. I was a little out of myself, sorry.
Okay, so I'll take this one. So with regard to the hardship waiver, what 3012D requires is that teachers and principals be observed by an independent evaluator. That means that if you have the same BEDS code, you cannot observe someone for a second time. So one happens by your building administration, one happens by someone else. That creates a hardship on the building by having your administrators having to leave the building to go observe a teacher in another building to which they don't have supervision over directly. So what we have done, and we were fortunate enough to be approved last year, I believe will be approved again this year, is to certify to the state that this creates an undue burden on us. This legislation creates a burden on the district by creating an environment where we potentially have one, maybe two administrators out of the building, leaving the building unsupervised. So that's the essential components of the hardship waiver, and the board approves it. It's signed off by me, it's signed off by the board president, it's signed off by the president of the YCT Teachers Union, and Yaz.
So the hope is we will be approved again this year. Okay. All right. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Inter-prep agreement. Resolved upon recommendation of the Board of Education, representative of the superintendent, the Board of Education hereby, wait a minute. Resolved on recommendation of the board, this doesn't make sense. Who is signing this agreement?
So there's a word missing here, so.
I know, I think it's the superintendent.
It's flipped.
Authorized.
Yeah, just swap those.
You to sign it or me to sign it?
I believe it's.
Okay. Execute an agreement with Interprep for the consultant Greg Duncan to provide following services to the Yorktown Central School District: assistance in the development of world language curriculum and assessment design, professional development of teachers through on-site workshops in the amount of and not to exceed $18,000 for the 18-19 school year. Well, now I know who has to sign it. Okay.
So moved.
Discussion?
Go ahead.
So Ron or Lisa, would you be able to just give us some highlights of what you are hoping, to accomplish, or just some goals that you may have?
So we have had the opportunity to have Greg work with our world language teachers 7 through 12 for the last several years. What started as an evaluation of our teaching practices and an understanding of our curriculum turned into what are best practices for our world language teachers to be utilizing within the classroom. And now we've moved on from there to articulating our curriculum with what are their performance proficiencies we need to see at the end of every year. So we're really in a good trajectory to continue to enhance our world language program.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah. This is, Lisa, this is something we have done in many content areas, bringing in specialists to help in this exact same manner, correct?
Yes, so there are certain areas that we're also providing support of an outside consultant as well.
Terrific. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Special education. A motion to approve the following special education placements for August 27th, 2018.
So moved.
Second.
Not going to read them all?
You remember when we had to read them all? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We have individual contracts, and I'm not going to read all. The motion to approve the following contracts of the 18-19 school year. I'm just going to read the names. The Ardsley Central School District, Clear Speech, HTA of New York, Carafin School, Kids Express, Listening Partners, Music Conservatory of Westchester, Pearl Care Medical Staffing, Programs for Little Learners, Stacy Mason, Strategic Learning, Therapeutic Horizons, and Yoga Shine.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Gifts, grants, and donations. A motion to approve with gratitude the following gifts, grants, and donations. At the Yorktown High School, $8 from the New York Life Employee Match Program. At Brookside, $109.44 from the GE Employee Match Program. And at Mohansick, $4,000 from the Mohansick PTA for a mural in the main hallway stairwell.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Board comments. Pete, do you want to start?
Nope.
Mike?
No, I'm good.
Rashmi?
So I just wanted to welcome back our staff and our students and wish them a great first day of school and enjoy the last days of summer.
Cheryl?
Yeah, I just wanted to say upon tonight's walkthrough, the buildings look wonderful and shiny and exciting we're excited to have everyone back. So welcome back to our students, our parents, our staff, and we're excited to start a new school year.
Lisa?
Yeah, I just wanted to echo Cheryl's sentiments. The walk through the high school and middle school look fabulous. Thanks to the custodial staff for getting that together. I know it's a lot of work, especially these last few days before school starts, but they look great.
Terrific, and I just want to say thank you to the administration, because again, hiring, we have wonderful hires, and welcome aboard, and thank you for all of your hard work, because we know that while everybody else is off resting, you guys are busy trying to staff us up again with some of the best and the brightest in the area, so we appreciate all of your hard work. You guys have anything you want to say? No? All right.
Everyone.
All right, yeah. Wednesday, we're up to public comment. Anybody wishing to speak? Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed.